report. In closed session, we discussed some personnel issues, collective bargaining and updates. No decisions were made. So we now need a part of
Yes, you get another way out.
discussion on property on Division on Display Street. So who's going to lead that?
Jenny.
Oh.
Hi, Jenny.
Well, this, here's what I've done. I've got a quotation for the elevator. I've got a couple quotes on prepared to put to do the preparation for the elevator. And also one I'll talk to you about when I hand it out, that we've got some issues that we need, to address rather sooner. That's the elevator. That's the only one that I've been able to get to return us. Here. I got a quote from Billy Anderson, and there was a mistake on his. I'll explain to you. And there's a few items on there that I'll discuss with you. Anybody get too short one? Give a chance? No? I need another, yeah. There it is, thank you. And I got a quote for the electrical. This pretty much deals with the elevator. I also got to Carlson, and they put one together. They did more of a kind of a breakdown than the other ones, and also they put in a quotation for the elevator as well in theirs. There's a considerable amount of room in that elevator that we can work with. If you look at Billy Anderson's quote there, one of the things he omitted or didn't take into consideration is the receiving platform for the second floor for the elevator. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but we were looking at using the old hose tower to put the elevator in, because we got the proper head height and so forth to do it. And it's more economical to do that because pretty much everything is there. We'd have to close off the one door, break that in to the back, and then we would have to open the door and move the electrical stuff in the bay, because there has to be a access to the equipment. We'd have to take the floor out in that hose tower, and we'd have to excavate that down 2 feet to give it the elevator the room. And if you look in that packet with the elevator, it shows the diagram of that elevator. And that also in it just kind of gives you a gist of it. But the idea of putting that other door in, the door in that bay side is so that you can get to the equipment for the elevator.
Hey, Danny, I got a question for you.
Yep.
On this thing here on Otis, it
Yep.
says $110,000, but then they got $78,000 in front. What's that?
It's 78, that's
Oh,
what.
78.
Yeah, and we're handling some more of that, which that's that can come out some more.
Okay. And with us getting the power over to the old ambulance barn, we still got enough juice in there, Dale says?
Will come out of,
You know what I mean?
yeah, we almost have to make a separate run because that's all 3-phase.
Oh,
The elevator is. So, and I have an electrical quote in there for that.
right.
Okay?
And Dale.
Right. The other thing is that elevator has to be tight against the south wall of the hose tower. And the reason for that is because when it gets to the second floor, in order to have enough headroom to put the header in and so forth, because of the way the tower was designed, it slopes down so fast as you would come out of the elevator, that we still have enough headroom to put the header in there and so forth. And then also at that same spot, we have to bring the floor up. I think it is like 3 feet, so it's level floor. So when you would come out of the elevator, you'd be the same level as the floor of your little office is where you come in.
How long are these quotes good for?
Pardon?
How long are these quotes good for? If it's a regular 30 days.
Well,
The whole,
I mainly went at this as a budget for using it for budgetary, then that's kind of what the chief asked. I mean, we could.
you got numbers to work with.
Right, and it's a place to start. The other thing, while I was going through this with Billy Anderson, I had him give us a quote on the doors in the hose tower. They're rotting out. They need to be replaced.
The steel doors?
Yep, and same thing with the old ambulance bay, so he gave me a quote for that. And then also, there's several places that need to be tuck pointed, and I would recommend those getting done by winter. And also, that's not on there, is the windows in the foyer, the
Stairwell.
yeah, I don't know what the actual word is, but the rubber gaskets are coming out. Not only that one, but in the chief's old office, the same thing. Those need to be addressed again before winter. But, so like I said, there's a couple things that I went a little bit over and beyond to, because they need attention. We haven't put any money into that building for some time, so.
And I think those would be separate issues from the elevator itself.
Yeah, yes.
Deal with the elevator,
Yes,
all.
that'd be one, yeah, these items that I had Billy put on the bottom, are things that you need to address here in the very near future.
This one here though, is this the one going into the hose tower or going into the shop? I mean, are we gonna put a new door where we might put an elevator?
No, 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 no.
You know what I'm talking about, coming into the hose towers and coming into my shop, or shop area.
Well, that one, if we did that, that's another thing, and that's kind of gonna be up to you guys, but I would probably, if you replace that door there and you're gonna put that elevator there, I'd recommend putting the storefront door in there. Do you know what I mean by that? If you're gonna replace it, if you're gonna replace it, that's what I'd recommend, then it's done. You wouldn't have to redo it.
I guess I'm confused, if the elevator is going in the old post tower,
Right, and.
why would you need that entrance door coming into the post tower? That,
No, they're gonna break that up.
The
Outside
door, the door going out of the hose tower itself that's there now, that'll be removed and bricked up, okay?
Okay,
But if you go into the bay where the fuel gauge is and
Right.
so forth, all of that will have to be moved, and we will have to put a 2.0 door there. And the only reason that would be is to get to the gear for the elevator.
okay, that's what had me confused, talking about removing and replacing steel service door.
Yes, now, if that's, like I said, something should be done before winter, because we go through another winter. Now,
Oh,
If we-
okay,
if
if
you-
we didn't do,
if you follow through and gonna do the elevator, then I would forget that, and I'd recommend putting what they call a storefront door in. And I think if you look at the quote that Carlson Brothers did, I think he put that in there. That way you wouldn't have to do it twice. You do it one time. Because you're gonna have to put a different header in, and you'll have to open that wall.
Could we just eliminate that door since we have the shop door?
Well, I thought about that too, but I don't think you're gonna wanna do that, because what's gonna happen is, you'll have, if you guys use it, say, for storage down the road, and we do this, then you got people, they're gonna have to come all the way through the building and to get to the elevator. By doing it the other way, there'll be one entrance. They'll come in and they go right to the elevator to go to the second floor, rather than walking through the whole place.
You guys clear about the door, you're talking about the door where the air hose was
Right.
there, on the north side.
Shop door.
Yeah.
Okay. I call that the shop door, and then I call the other one the hose
Yeah.
tower door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
All right, all right.
That's where I'm confused, why would I put a
No, the shop, all right, say the shop door,
Yeah,
if you did that, I would recommend putting in the storefront door there,
yes.
okay.
okay?
Gotcha.
The hose tower door would be totally eliminated, it will be bricked in.
Okay, that's where I was confused. Okay.
I'm sorry, maybe I'm going too fast. And it is, but,
All right, I got you now.
but, the big thing is, the big thing is the tuck point. You don't wanna go through another winter with that freezing, with that open. So, this is just kind of a baseline. And I know, Doug brought it up here a while back about maybe the safe house, that second floor could be utilized for that, if you put your elevator there. Plus it'll make it more viable for your, for resale or sale or whatever you decide to keep it. Anything else, any other questions?
I got a lot of chew on.
Yes, we have. So if we add all these up, Benny, do they come out near where Carlson was?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Bill, I did not get the chance to compare it that way,
Yeah.
because a couple of these I got about 2 hours before the meeting tonight. And I'll tell you right now, there's wiggle room in all these numbers, and the reason there is because I told them that we're looking at this as a budgetary number, not nothing in concrete as of yet. So.
And the fact is, we don't have it in the budget
Right.
for this year, and it's obviously a capital improvement. And if I could suggest that we do some sort of a workshop to develop a little stronger strategy of what you want to do with that building in these terms. I think there's some short-term stuff that, as Denny alludes to, that we need to look at that is well within perhaps our purview, but if it exceeds that $5,000 mark, we should bring it back to you, but have that tuck pointing evaluated and maybe do something before the winter sets in. But relative to the elevator, we can definitely line item that in the capital improvements for next year, but it gives us time to develop
I think we need to have a workshop.
some thought about that. Yeah.
Put some thought about this building, what's going on. If it doesn't sell, we have to make a decision what we want to do with it.
Right.
We're going to use it for storage, we're going to keep it, or if we're going to
Well,
sell it. I mean, we're going to have to either drop it down so that somebody can afford to put the elevator in it, because they're going to make them do it.
Or you're going to hold on to it, or you're going to, whatever,
Yeah.
but
We got to
we
make
need
that
to talk
decision.
about that.
Yeah.
But like he says, there's certain things, those windows and the tuck pointing, actually the tuck pointing on both of those buildings, that brick on the front of that ambulance base, loose as can be. I mean, some of that stuff has to be addressed before it gets,
Yeah.
like he says, before winter gets here. We're only 4 months away from that, so, or 3 months, whatever, so.
Yeah.
It's not far away.
It's gonna be honest before we know it, and that stuff, by the time you get bids and stuff to do it, and it's gonna be honest, so we need to get that stuff taken care of.
well, I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, you want me to sit in with a workshop with it to go through this, fine. Or you want me to do something else or go further with it, I can't. It's up to your direction.
Well, it'll be a open meeting anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all the input we give.
yeah.
And if you need to go into closed session, it's the board's discretion as to who joins you in closed session. So that would still be appropriate.
Listed. What's a good date? 28th is Tuesday?
Why don't we kick some dates out, we'll send some dates out tomorrow, see where everybody
Okay.
stands.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for me or not?
Good.
I think Doug briefly mentioned it. I think one of the quotes I heard was for $78,000 or something. That's something that you're going to need to bid out if you do choose to undertake that project.
And
Be
yeah,
mindful of that.
and I understand that, but just to give you an idea, I contacted 2 other elevator companies, and they never even bothered to get back to me.
And you received some valuable information tonight, but there is a publishing requirement that we have for the sealed bid process as well.
Right.
So, and you may not get responses, but you do have to publish it.
Right,
In
yeah.
order for it to be legal, so.
Yeah, this is basically was just giving us an
Give you
idea
a
of what it's
some
saying.
frame, yeah.
I think we could take this to a workshop and sit down and say, hey, what do we want to do and how do we want to do it? And then we can put it out for sealed bid and.
Yeah, so just build in the sealed bidding process into whatever time frame you have in mind, is all I'd add.
Okay.
Any question? Did Carlson's bid, is this for with Otis people or?
Yes, yes. It's the same elevator. Like I said, we can hammer on them some more.
Yeah.
You're probably going to get a couple general contractors that are going to bid on it.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3 generals will bid on it, and they're probably not going to use, most of them go to Otis anyway for elevators because they're
Yeah.
probably one of the top in the municipalities anyway. But
We, Well, I put it this way, we pretty much got a number that we know that we can get it done for.
Okay.
That's considerably less than what you're seeing on paper. And that quote I got from the same guy that Carlson's dealing with.
So if you're gonna give us some,
Yeah, we'll get some dates out to the board, and then come to something that's agreeable to all of you.
all right. So I guess we're done with that, and, entertain a motion to adjourn with the idea that, we're gonna have a workshop as, tank permits waste.
Jim, so moved, second? Second.
Move
I'll
in
second
second,
that.
move in second to adjourn.
All in favor, aye. Ready?
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same, motion's carried.